Okay, this is the testing area, the lab, and I'm going to show the build for Freyna.
How was that? We did it.
Okay, 27 bullets left. 35,979,000 damage. Average DPS of 3.6. Okay, the key to this build for Freyna is the Venom Inject. When using skills, continuously consumes resources to grant self-toxic sense. While toxic sense is active, hitting an enemy with a firearm or skill inflicts corrosion. So basically, you're always running your number 2, which basically gives you a regeneration of your shields. Which basically, like, all your HP gets converted to shields using overwhelming shield. So if you got increased shield and you got stim accelerant to give you more HP, and the HP gets converted to shields. And then you have maximum skill to get more skill. Cooldown is not relevant because most of the bosses die in like 10 seconds or so. This also gives you more skill power modifier. This one gives you more toxic skill power. The skill crit hit damage and rates are irrelevant because this is not a crit build. This gives you a lot of HP. There's a negative side effect that you lose some MP, and you need MP on this build. Dangerous ambush is the key to killing the bosses in solo mode. You get 24.9% skill power boost if the boss is not targeting you. But of course, the boss is targeting you because you're shooting at it the whole time. But basically what happens is once you down the boss, the 49.8% kicks in. Skill extension, this gives you more duration because you need enough duration so you can get rid of all your bullets from your number 4. And this maximum power gives you more skill power modifier as well. This one gives you a little bit of extra skill power. This one can be changed to something else. You don't really need this. I mean, you don't need this much like protection. Okay, for this build, this is a new build. This part is an old design for a toxic reactor. The weapon is basically just because you're using your number 4, but the number of bullets the weapon has translates into the number 4. And since you're going after Colossi, you need to have Colossi skill attack increase. And then this is the newest addition to the game, the plague set, which basically gives Freyna a 43.2% toxic skill power boost. The The bottom one is for Keelan. Freyna doesn't have any custom resource. The max HP X is the added cores, gives you a 36.6%. Chill resist uh, only works if you have chill on your one of your components. Hence, I have chill over here. Uh, Shields here, an MP modifier. These are not necessarily for the particular boss battle. And then more HP that can be converted to shields. So she has 15,773 shields. And the weapon of choice for Freyna, it's just I decided to use the Python, even though Python was specifically a Glay weapon in the beginning. Uh, I built it also for Freyna. Freyna doesn't need much on a weapon. She needs the rounds per magazine increase of 49%, and then the 39% compulsive one as well. I mean, there is another module that gives rounds per magazine. Rounds per magazine. It's this one. This one gives 30%, and like so, if you're building a firearm crit hit damage build, this was probably a good one to use. This one, weak point damage modifier. I mean, we're not concerned about that. We're just concerned about the bullets. And as you can see, where is the okay? So there's an 88% increase in bullets. So there's like 56 bullets here. The default on the weapon for rounds per magazine is 30. And then I've built it with cores for other purposes. The Colossi, I'm not sure if the Colossi even translates into into her fourth power. The grapple is just to give a grapple cooldown. It's not related to the build itself. Uh, the base stats on the Python for Colossi damage, recoil. I mean, I don't know if recoil works on fourth either. Electric damage, that's not relevant because we're using a toxic weapon to shoot at the enemy. And then rounds per magazine, you want the rounds to be as close to the maximum of 12% as possible. I stopped at 11.5. And then I mean, you can build other weapons. You don't necessarily have to build the Python for Freyna. You can, I built this one as well for Freyna. It has the expanded magazine, and it's got the 39% increased magazine, so she can use this weapon as well. And then I've also built the secret garden for her, which is the special build for Freyna. This is the ammo magazine capacity boost, and this one here gives you the 49%. Toxic is there just because why not? If you use the weapon just as a weapon, it'll do toxic damage. So like most of this stuff is not required for her. Fire rate I don't think translates into the fourth. And then you can also build it for Viesa as well. Uh, hence the snowflake conductor. Does Viesa benefit from this? I'm not 100% sure. And then as a side benefit, you can build this for other damage types. Hence the different polarities on here. Uh, electric, I can put toxic on there as well if not. I recall. Okay, no, I can't put toxic on there. It's electric and or chill. So far, I only have electric and chill on this weapon. So basically, uh, you can put chill here. I haven't fully done the weapon for the different arc like the damage types. Fire. Oh yeah, fire. Fire is the other one that I have here for it. And then what is C? I can't remember what C. What does C give you? Okay, C is chill. Uh, hence, yeah, because I have the chill here for Viesa. I would need to add uh, more catalyst into this weapon, but I don't need it for anything really, so I haven't bothered to add those to the weapon. And like, okay, so an overview of the build. We've got this. This is the main build for it. This module can be removed to give you antifreeze protection or toxic resistance if you're going against Deathstalker or Gluttony, and if you need more protection, you can put the appropriate gold mod on here. And the reactor, the key point here is additional skill when attacking Colossi. And then these are the plague components, the weapon, and then the Freyna build. And then if you need extra bullets, you can use the Malevolent as your backup. Like if you do run out of bullets and you almost got the boss down, you can use this weapon to knock it down. And settings. Okay, so basically what you want to do is if you're going like the different boss weaknesses, you pick the appropriate bullet type for the damage. And then because you're holding the malevolent benefits from this seasonal perk. I mean, there's other things you can do is like if you need survivability, you can use this when HP is 50% or lower. And the cool thing about using this is that Freyna's HP is 1, so it's way below 50%. Uh, I'm assuming it kicks in. I mean, there's not enough time. There's not enough time to worry about survivability when 10 seconds later the boss dies. If you don't have the plague set, you can use the old reliable Slayer set. I've got them all labeled with A, the ones that I use. So I can just put them on. I can find them easily. I've got two of these marked as A. So basically these are all A. Uh, she's got 11,000 shields now with this build. Okay, and this is with the Slayer set. Activate your number 2 at the beginning of the battle.
Any last words?
And you got 93 bullets.
So, not bad, right?
And you have 24 bullets left. Of course, in the actual battlefield, you're probably going to use more. You can see that the average is 3.4. Okay, here you can see the plague set gives an average of 3.6, and the maximum DPS is 6.1. I recall having different values before. This is with the Slayer set, 5.9 maximum DPS, so it does less damage, obviously. The average is close to the same. I remember the average being something else the last time I did this test. There's probably something changed in my build. Okay, the hardest boss for Freyna used to be the Swamp Walker, and you do need to do the Swamp Walker battle a little bit differently than other colossi. Oh, I don't even have.
I will show you my wrath. Now that's a real banger.
See, she has 13 bullets left. Average of 2, maximum DPS of 5. And for some reason, I always forget about the arcade tree, because this build worked even prior to the arcade being added to the game. This is just a working prototype of arcade. This actually doesn't even benefit you with the void boss by this particular parameter up here, because adding this mutant cell into the toxic cohesion, you have to kill an enemy before it even kicks in. And when you're going against the colossi, well, the colossi dies at the end, and then what's the point of having more damage, because the boss is dead at that point. But everything else here increases her skill power by 2,509 points. Gives her a little bit more MP, which she needs. And then the additional attack on Colossi is important, which is basically this part here. And then this gives more skill power. And this and most of this is just skill power or cost. And you want the skill cost to be be reduced for Freyna. And MP is very important in the build. So you want to have as much of that as possible. Okay, just to show you all the different, okay, there's a firearm. If you want to use Freyna with firearm, this might not be the best setup. Uh, this was created before they added this extra section in here. So I haven't redone that. For mobbing, okay, this one I built for mobbing. I haven't really done too much testing with it yet. But this is where you've got the toxic cohesion. When defeating an enemy has a chance to grant toxic cohesion. Okay, so it has a chance. But of course, on a colossi, you can defeat those little minions. So if you want to rely on those little minions, but you're only in the battle for 15 seconds. So it's not like you have a lot of time to uh, kill other enemies that don't even show up until a little bit later in the fight. So like all of this is important. So this is basically the same build with a few with a slight change. When you're doing mobbing, of course you're not doing colossi anymore, so you can take those away and then just add them in here. Uh, skill effect range, like skill effect doesn't really matter to Freyna because her skill goes her number 4. I don't even think it has a range limit. And a little bit of fun with the grapple hook. The reason for the cooldown, so you can do this. I could increase it a little bit more to make it work a little bit better. But she can stay, if you're really good at it, she can stay up in the air the whole time. But then, I mean, she can't really do anything up here. I mean, this particular gun grapple thing was built for Bunny. Bunny with high voltage can just fly around the void boss and zap the void boss with her electricity while flying in the air. Okay, and a little bit of description on her powers. You want to have an MP like a cost reduction on using skills. This build, of course, doesn't necessarily need it as much because you're not there long enough to lose all your MP if you have a large enough pool. So you've got an MP cost. You want this one to have a nice cost reduction. Of course, it's only 0.2 at this point on this particular build. If you look at my tank build, the MP cost is 2.8. So basically, it's like her number 2 basically runs the whole time. Uh, it doesn't run out of MP. It just keeps going continuously with the build. And then the MP cost for this is reduced. MP cost for her number 4 is reduced, but the cooldown really high. And then this build is designed for cooldown. So her number 1 has a 2.2 second cooldown. This one has a 4-second cooldown. This has a 5-second cooldown, 5.1 to be exact. And we've got a 22-second. This can be reduced by putting a different reactor on, at least to 14.2 seconds, I believe. But this is not designed the definition here, solo, how I named it solo boss. It's not for solo bossing. It's basically for going into 400% and whatnot in a team environment. Or you can do it solo as well if you want, like the 400%. It's not really for solo bossing. You can go into like the newest void boss. You can go into the Ice Maiden. I've never actually tried the Ice Maiden in here before. Uh, let's see how much. Let's see if I could do any damage, because I don't think you can do any damage with just weapons.
This is your grave. You're all dead.
As you can see, you can't do any damage to her. Uh, did she just laugh? Oh, okay, no, this is okay. I have to reset. Okay. Okay, so basically, okay, so you need to have like a uh, uh, rocket launcher to damage her. I don't.
Reload. I'll kill you all. Here I go. Yeah. Removal successful.
Okay, that's the fun part. The fun part of Colossi battles to take down those. But as you can see, I've only taken down a little bit of her health. I mean, she's got like a lot of. Uh, it's a little bit tricky to in the lab to get to this screen, but basically this is the normal Ice Maiden. You can see with one participant, she has 930 million HP and 620 million shields. So it takes a lot. Uh, and with four participants, it's got 1.8 million and 1.2 million for shields. So a total of 3 million.